My name is Alice Jackson, and I have the pleasure of serving as the president of Xcel Energy Colorado. I'm excited to be joining you today, albeit virtually, and happy to have the opportunity to be a part of the Clean Energy Summit conversation. Xcel Energy operates in 8 states located in the western and midwest part of the United States. We are a combined utility serving 3.6 million electric customers and 2 million natural gas customers across our service areas. In 2018, Xcel Energy was the first major U.S. power company to announce a commitment to producing 100% carbon-free electricity by 2050. Since then, other utilities have put forth similar goals. We intend to get there with a mix of renewables like wind and solar, but we will need advanced carbon-free technologies that are not commercially available today at the cost and scale required to meet our customers' needs 24 hours a day, all 7 days of the week. And it is up to all of us to collaborate on these advanced technologies over the next decade to improve their reliability and to reduce their cost for our customers. An important part of our carbon-free vision is hitting an interim target to reduce carbon emissions 80% from our 2005 levels by 2030. As of the end of 2019, we are more than halfway there, having reduced carbon emissions 44%. Last year, we reported our largest ever single-year reduction, cutting carbon emissions 10% over those in 2018. We believe we can get to the 2030 target with the existing technologies and will rely on a mix of renewables, carbon-free nuclear, and natural gas support. Xcel Energy is making the nation's largest multi-state wind investment that will increase its wind capacity 70% by 2022 under our Steel for Fuel strategy. We're implementing transformative clean energy plans that retire half of our coal capacity between 2006 and 2027. We are building or have recently completed 12 new wind projects in the upper Midwest, adding more than 1,900 megawatts of new wind energy. That's enough to power nearly 1 million average U.S. homes each year. The wind farms will both reduce carbon emissions and save hundreds of millions of dollars each year in fuel and other costs for our customers. In Colorado, we've recently brought 2 new wind projects online, and in Texas, we've completed 1 and have yet another project in New Mexico that will be finished with construction and in service by the end of the year. I want to be clear, adding this much wind has not always been easy, and the road to come will not be without challenges, but with challenge comes opportunity. With more wind resources on our system, we continue to improve our operations and show that wind can contribute to a reliable power system. For example, we doubled down on technological development and helped develop some of the most advanced wind forecasting tools available through partnerships with laboratories like the National Renewable Energy Laboratory. Because we can use these tools to better predict wind generation, we can power down fossil fuel plants on windy days, which saves millions of dollars in fuel costs for our customers. In order to eliminate that last 20% of carbon on our system beyond our 2030 goals, we will need to continue to invest and develop new carbon-free technology that is available all of the time to emerge. Options that we are exploring include advanced dispatchable renewable energy, zero carbon fuels such as hydrogen and ammonia, advanced nuclear, carbon capture, advanced battery systems with longer duration, and demand efficiency. We are excited about grid-scale storage as a key technology that will allow us to integrate more renewable energy into our system while keeping electricity reliable and affordable. Storage can also help make the grid more reliable while providing voltage support and frequency control. However, storage cannot currently solve the problem of the wide seasonal variation in renewable energy generation, which is the chief factor preventing the creation of a fully renewable electricity system. While we can currently integrate more renewables thanks to storage, the capacity is limited. We believe that federal policies supporting storage research, development, and deployment are critical in order to create the clean energy future we all want. For customers who want to reduce their own carbon footprints, we're really proud to offer more than 175 different energy efficiency programs, as well as voluntary customer options for 100% renewable energy. Our customers play a part in solving this puzzle as well. Their awareness of how their energy consumption drives carbon output will be an important contributor in being able to manage the demands of our customers against the ability of carbon-free generation. To that end, we have to be able to provide that data and information to our customers in a clear and usable manner, which is why we are investing in our Advanced Grid initiative. This initiative is an extensive, multi-year plan designed to use new technology to optimize the power grid. We are updating our systems to improve reliability and outage restoration times. Digital grid technologies will help us detect outages faster and reduce those outage durations. These technologies will help us to provide quicker notifications when service is out and more accurate information on when power will be restored. Colorado customers will begin to realize the benefits of these upgrades when the first smart meters are installed beginning in 2021, with us finishing up in 2024. These meters will give customers access and insights to their energy usage data, coupled with new pricing and program offerings to help them save energy, save money, and simultaneously reduce carbon emissions across our system. Another exciting activity that we have going in Colorado is our Community Resilience Initiative. Through this initiative, Xcel Energy will be developing 7 battery-based microgrids to support critical infrastructure in our communities during times when natural disasters like wildfires or blizzards threaten essential services. These projects are still in the planning phase, but are slated to be built in 4 different communities around the state in 2021 and 2022. And they're designed to improve outage restoration times, support Colorado's clean energy transition by maximizing the use of renewable energy, enhance grid reliability, and create more jobs in clean energy. Each of the 7 projects will power a facility that's critical to emergency response in the community. In all, Xcel Energy is investing over $24 million to provide battery storage, microgrid controls, and the equipment and labor to install, operate, and maintain each system. Batteries also introduce flexibility to our system. These microgrids will not only provide support during times of natural disaster, they'll also benefit the grid by supplying energy during peak demand periods and lower costs by recharging overnight when electricity is less expensive. In some cases, the microgrids will also have a backup fuel, the solar located at the site where they are being installed. Here in Colorado, we also have strong community interest and support in electrifying the transportation infrastructure. As of just a few years ago, the U.S. transportation sector passed up the electric sector in total emissions as having the highest emission profile. Our state, as well as our communities, have taken this seriously. As the local utility, we've taken action, and this summer, Xcel Energy announced a new commitment to powering 1.5 million electric vehicles in the states we serve by 2030. This is something we are really excited about partnering with our state and our communities to implement. The vision is to power those 1.5 million electric vehicles in the 8 states we serve by 2030, which means that 20% of the vehicles on the road would be electric, more than 30 times the number today. That would help customers save billions of dollars in fuel costs while significantly cutting carbon emissions from the transportation sector. We are pursuing this vision because our customers are asking for it. The market is moving in this direction, with auto manufacturers planning on over 500 new models of electric vehicles by 2023. As drivers, rideshare companies, public transit, and other fleet operators replace vehicles with EVs, they will see substantial savings on fuel because driving electric is equal to spending about $1 per gallon of gas and can be significantly less when charging occurs overnight. By 2030, an EV is estimated to cost $700 less per year to fuel than a gas-powered car, which will save customers approximately $1 billion annually across our service territory. And it's important to note that the transition to more electric cars, trucks, and buses will also help keep bills low for all customers, including those who don't drive an EV. The additional electricity sales generated by EVs more than pay for the system investment required to support them. So as more vehicles transition to electric, everyone will benefit from the cleaner air and lower bills. We are also making the benefits more accessible to everyone by developing partnerships, programs, and services to reduce barriers to electric vehicle adoption while making electric vehicle charging easier and more affordable. We know that 80% of electric vehicle users currently charge their vehicles at home, but we are seeking other opportunities to offer charging options in public parking garages and at apartment buildings, and to help reduce range anxiety with strategically placed charging locations. To bring this goal to fruition, in May of this year, we proposed our Colorado Transportation Electrification Plan, where we plan to spend up to $102 million on electric vehicle programs, including offerings for residential, multi-unit dwellings, commercial businesses, and additional innovative research and partnerships. Distribution system upgrades are an important issue in planning for electric vehicle expansion, and we are working closely throughout our service areas to ensure we can meet the needs for additional charging and any necessary infrastructure. By design, energy companies are built to withstand storms. Our field crews have responded to tornadoes, hurricanes, and floods, sometimes only months apart. Throughout our 100-plus year history, we've overcome numerous natural disasters to provide safe, reliable, and affordable energy that our customers and communities can count on every day. In the early spring of 2020, we all faced a different kind of challenge: the COVID-19 pandemic, with the stay-at-home mandates and social distancing guidelines that have fundamentally changed our way of life in America and around the globe. This pandemic has reinforced the essential role we as utilities play in society in keeping people safe while enabling their daily lives, in driving economic development, protecting the environment, and of course, serving as a resource and partner to our local communities. COVID-19 also underscores our tremendous responsibility to our employees, the people that make our business run, especially those on the front lines who keep the lights on and the natural gas flowing. Now more than ever, our customers and communities are relying on us to provide the critical power they rely on and to do our part to help support them through this most challenging time. Throughout the pandemic, Xcel Energy has been working to help customers save energy and money to help them get back on their feet. Low natural gas prices have also led to reduced use of coal-fired generation in recent months, keeping bills low for customers while also reducing emissions. While the reliability of our natural gas and electric system are our primary goals, as soon as it was clear COVID-19 was a national concern, Xcel Energy was quick to respond with measures to keep our employees and customers safe. We have implemented our plans to make sure critical positions are staffed, including power plant operators, line workers, and others who deliver critical services. These employees provide emergency response in our communities and work at power plants, control and service centers, substations, and other locations. Many others are working remotely. Social distancing and masks became standard protocol, and field workers no longer held large in-person meetings. Many employees that could perform their work remotely began working from home and continue to do so to this day. We also donated more than 300,000 protective face masks and other protective equipment to local hospitals and relief organizations to do our part. And our employees use currently a 3D printer to make over 2,000 ear protectors every week. In mid-April, we doubled down and we announced that Xcel Energy would dedicate more than $20 million in new funding to support short and long-term corporate giving, charitable contributions, as well as additional funding for recovery efforts associated with the pandemic, including an immediate $1.5 million investment across the 8 states in which we operate. As you can see, the Xcel Energy Foundation, Xcel Energy, has been committed to our communities as we all work to advance and to move forward through this pandemic. Our employees have also come out in droves in helping in volunteering and also matching gifts and giving of their own time themselves, and we are eternally grateful for their commitments. As our communities and customers continue to struggle amidst the pandemic, Xcel Energy and the Xcel Energy Foundation are finding new and innovative ways to offer assistance. We as a people are very resilient, and we will all rise to the challenge we face. And we as leaders want to do what we can to support this resiliency. The energy industry has made great progress on shared goals to date, and we feel it's important to not lose momentum on the progress that we've made so far. Thank you again for inviting me to be a part of today's summit. It is my honor to be a part of the dialogue taking place, and I hope all of you enjoy the rest of the wonderful agenda that this summit provides. Be safe and be well.